Okay, we're in Astoria, Oregon, and the mouth of the Columbia River. This is replaying a run I made in the late 90s in a Cherokee Arrow to visit my mom in Washington. She was at my brother's, and we are on the runway right here. We got to take the brakes off. There we go. Oops. Oops. Okay, here we go. Here we go. Flaps, wheels up, flaps up. There's the mouth of the Columbia. There's 101 going across. And we'll look back here for a second.
Charlie Delta 15 miles east inbound, ILS runway 26.
Okay. We are heading for
Tango traffic Cessna November 721 Charlie Delta is on final
Portland.
runway 26 to land.
And we're going to say goodbye to them. There's the airport list. We just get rid of that. Puerto Rico. We're going to run along here at 5,000 feet, 4,800 is good. Right there. Get some peace and quiet here. And we're going to get this set to there. We'll go inside. There we go. Go ahead, kick up the and see how that works. We've got 7,100 feet in there. Let's go back outside. 7,100. Let's see how that does there. Yeah, I think we're heading right over toward Portland. Right here's Portland right here, and we're going to come out to okay. And when we get this aiming right there toward Portland, we can start heading south. Not quite yet. And we can look down the river here. And I've flown out of Troutdale. We flew out of Troutdale or Portland, and we flew up the Columbia to Lewiston, Idaho. So we had to abandon. We got on the Snake River there. So we've done that side. We've done the Columbia from Portland east. Now we've come in from the west coast, and we're coming down here to Portland, and then we'll head south on I-5. And we've done the east of the Cascades. Now we're going to be west of the Cascades, and we're holding our 7,100 feet, and we'll just keep it in a slow turn here. And this is definitely well, as we get into the Willamette River, the Willamette River runs off of the Columbia, right at Portland. So we'll follow that river south into the Willamette Valley, which is highly productive produce. A lot of farming takes place down there. And I don't quite see Portland yet. Now I'll just go straight here for a minute. That looks like this may be the Willamette going off of there. We're going to see Portland as we get down here. Yep, it looks like Portland right there. And then we'll head south. We'll follow the river and we'll follow I-5. We won't see I-5. There's Hillsborough, which is a popular general aviation airport to the east. Now we're starting to see the Portland area is coming into view right here. There's the city of Portland, and downtown would be right on this side of the Willamette River. Yeah, you think of Portland is probably on. There's a rail line. Probably Amtrak goes through there. I can see I-5 working its way through town right here. And so now we'll run down to the south. We'll look here at Portland, Willamette River, big town, just the biggest town in Oregon. And now we'll head south, and we want to go down to. Yeah, we don't want to go there. Eugene, there's Eugene, and just above that will be Salem. Salem's right there. So we're heading for Salem. Yeah. So we'll continue over to the right. And we're heading almost right at Salem, right there. Here we go. Now we can straighten it out. And that may be Salem right there. Yeah. But beautiful valley, and the Willamette River runs down through here, and look at the farmlands in there.
7 Sierra 3 traffic Cessna November 61786, taking off runway 20 east departure.
So we'll look out here for Salem. Should be right there. That's Salem right there. That's probably, yeah, McCarthy Field. That's probably it. So again, SLE, Salem, Oregon. Just passing Salem right there. Salem is home of Oregon State, and that's the Beavers. That's the Beavers. And so now we're heading on down to Eugene, right here, and it just says EUG, but we'll just go a little bit left. Here we go, and get it to go right by Eugene. There, I think I see I-5 running right over there. As we get closer to Eugene, we'll probably see I-5 a little better. Not that that's important, but I like to make fun of IFR, which is instrument flight rules in aviation, and we used to talk about that. Your IFR when you first get your license, back in the 50s anyway, we did. And that meant I follow rails is the first way I heard it, but it could be I follow road or I follow river. So we started off IFR with the river, Columbia River. We followed that to Portland. Then we followed the Willamette River south. to Salem that way. We saw it downtown Portland, and we keep it kind of straight. We go by the left side of Eugene, then we go on down to Roseburg, Oregon. That's where my nephew is. He's a lumberman. He's been in the lumber business all his life, and he started from the bottom. He was setting chokers, and that's probably one of the more dangerous jobs. Not in the mill. In the mill, I think pulling green chain is maybe pretty dangerous. You tend to lose fingers and so forth, and chokers, you end up just losing your life. So we're heading down here, and that looks like I-5 that's going along there. And we're not quite to Roseburg, but that looks like a freeway running along there. I'll put this over on this side right now, and we're just coming here. Let's see, we're next to Eugene right now, and Eugene is Eugene Springfield. University of Oregon is there, and that's the Ducks. That's the Ducks at Eugene. So say hi to the Ducks, and that's the bottom of the valley. I'm not sure what river that is right there, but maybe it's the Willamette. And Hobby, I remember we went by Hobby earlier, and then I'm redoing this. Let's see if I still have control of my throttle. Yeah, we'll set that right there. Maybe that'll do. And so yeah, just south of Eugene, we get a good look at I-5, and we're now going into what if you're on the east, you call them mountains. Out here, you'd probably call them hills. And now you can see what it looks like when they've been harvesting lumber, and they've got a ton, and that's what we used to say when I was much younger. Now we have 1 trillion board feet, trillions of board feet of lumber. We should be harvesting that. We get lumber from Canada. They work us over on it. So we do want to go over by Roseburg, so we have to come back right. And I'll go ahead and put that up there. And we'll go by Roseburg. Oop, and we just lost our grip on 7,100 feet. We'll push it back down, and we'll glide past Roseburg. Looks like it's trying to couple the altitude. Sure makes it a lot easier. Here, we'll go ahead and level the wings, because on the chart it looks like we're going to go right past Roseburg. And it's slowing down. It's setting up on 7,100, and we've got about 1,000 feet separation from the hilltops. And this is where we've been getting our lumber. These are old pictures. Okay, let's see if we see Roseburg. Let's go ahead. Yeah, Roseburg, Oregon. So my next door neighbor, when I flew the mail, was Sam Witzel. Sam was born in Drain, Oregon. He came from Drain, Oregon. And Drain, Oregon is along in here, I believe. I believe it was in here. He was around the lumber business all his life. So we'll be looking out for the pin, the spot for Roseburg. Let's see if that's it right there. No, that's Hilltop. That's Hilltop, and this is we're on the hilltops. That's, see, I told you they called them hills. Yeah. And we still have control of our throttle. Still cruising along, just doing fine. And it looks like I-5 goes right over to Roseburg. We might have just gone past it right there. Could have been Roseburg. And my nephew didn't live in town. He lived out of town. So we might have flown right over his house. And then we move this up and we watch for Medford. We're going to make a little left turn for Medford. And when we get online here, we just level the wings and it goes straight. What makes an airplane turn is the horizontal component of lift. When the wings are level, you just have vertical component of lift. That's what holds the airplane up. So you use that lift vector and put it out to the side, one side or the other, and that's the way it'll pull you. It pulls you around. And then we're going to get back here, and we can see Medford coming up, and out over on one of these sides, possibly right here, is, that's not what I was looking for. So let's see, there's Roseburg, there's Medford. So right here by Medford, possibly. Cave Junction. No, it doesn't want to come in. Medford. Let's see what this one is. So I was looking for Grants Pass. And Grants Pass is where my sister lived. And here we come. Here we come into Medford, and we better start. Let's see here. We're going to go left just a little bit. And right down in there, now we have another valley. They say the weather is pretty good here. It's not too cold in the winter and it's not too warm in the summer. I can't verify that. There we go. Going back through, I think we're heading right at Medford here. This is where I stopped for the night in the Cherokee. And I'm going to turn off the autopilot. There we go. Go back outside. And I already see the runway, which is right here. Rogue Valley in Medford. Rogue Valley International Airport. This could be the Rogue, I'm not sure that's the Rogue River, but the Rogue River does run through here, I believe. Okay, and I put out the air brake. And we can get rid of the chart. And we can put out the flaps, put the gear down. And put some flaps down and get in behind it. Get rid of that. See if I can make a nice landing. My friend Larry's picking me up. I had a cell phone back then, so I think I called him and told him what time I was getting in. Keep this at about 150. I didn't put the speed brake down, but it needed to go down. And a little skip as usual. So we're going to stop and see Larry. And we'll just go right across the grass and park right by the tower. I said, I'll meet you by the tower. And of course, I'd never do this in a military jet. I'd stay right on the runway. Oh, let's go. Oh, that looks like a terminal over there. We want to go right under. I told him I'll meet you right under the tower. Look out for the fire truck. And put it right here on the. Let's put it around so we're ready to go out. There we go. We'll be ready to go. Okay, now we go back inside. Turn things off. There we go. Back outside. And enjoy the air. Didn't look like there were any forest fires, so we'll look for Larry to come out. Since he worked at the Piper dealer, that's where I met him in San Jose. That's San Jose International, and he definitely knew what the Cherokee Arrow was. So he would know which airplane I would be in. I probably gave him the number. Can't remember the number, but it's my logbook is right to the right of my throttle quadrant, and I could look up the tail number. Thanks for riding along, and that takes care. We've run every main road in Oregon, north south. I think east-west, and that takes care of Oregon. Crater Lake is not far from here. We've been over Crater Lake, and that would be to the east, and just to the south, not too far, is Mount Shasta and the California border. So the other day I was trying to think of an author, and it was Shakespeare, and they have the Shakespeare Festival up here, just south of here. There's a little town. Might be looking south at it. We're pointing north, so we're definitely looking south right now. So somewhere down that way they have the Shakespeare Festival, and I was talking about maybe something David Copperfield said, or I'm not sure who wrote David Copperfield, or maybe not Shakespeare. Okay. And I shouldn't be quoting Shakespeare. I don't even know how to spell it. Take care. Fun flying for you. See you soon.